definitely have a racial connotation. You know, one of the, or I would say this. I think the word nigger is used incorrectly nowadays. There's such a thing as niggardly behavior, which purely is just a state of ignorance, and so that applies to everybody. And so because I use the word nigger,
I can be niggardly. Yeah, huh? I can be niggardly. Yeah,
you know, people can be niggardly, and so.
But where does that word come from, though? Like, where did the adjective? Where does that come from? That's the thing why people don't want to use it.
Yeah, well, it's actually how the word became used.
Right. What's the etymology?
The way it's used isn't where it came from. Where it came from is to describe ignorance.
Really?
Yeah.
Even before sort of the slave.
That's right.
So when was it?
Upanishad, the king of death, and Nachiketa. You know, they're talking about, or Nachiketa. They said something about, you know, following desires, you know, endless desires, and that being a form of niggardly behavior. Forever chasing things that are temporary.
Peeing on the street.
Like that shit. You know, so, you know, I challenge people to understand the true nature of the word and use it freely according to anyone who comes by that displays that form of acting, thinking, or speaking, because then it will allow something that really just has not gone away to take its proper form in today's modern culture. And I think that's important.
Well said.
Thank you very much. Sandy, what's up?
Well, I'm gonna get your foot right there. You look all doctorly with that shoe.
Oh, thank you very much.
He's a street doctor, right?
You're a great filmmaker.
Believe it or not, that's what I do.
Oh, girl, this is awesome. Wow. That's deep. So what else? Buddhist. Tell me about Buddhism.
No, see, you're on camera now.
Oh, I am on camera. All right, what do you want me to talk about?
Talk about what we were talking about before, the Persephone as the wallet.
Yes, Persephone. Here's Persephone, everybody. This is Persephone. She's gorgeous. Teal's my favorite color. She's the background here. I've heard everything is something that's feminine. You know, she's the she.
Oh, wait. Let me get a close up on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Turn. Beautiful.
Oh, thank you very much.
And so how'd she get this name?
Persephone is the goddess of the underworld. She's wife to Hades. And Hades is a pretty inimical guy, so, you know, Persephone ain't get all his quality time, which is fucked up. You know, that happens to women who become housewives, etc., which sucks. And, you know, but she's beautiful, she's gorgeous. She has an affinity for the earth, you know, and I named my change purse Persephone because money is something that's used as a tool to see the world, you know, I think in many ways, among other things. But it's appropriate that she is Persephone as goddess of the underworld because money, according to how it's been utilized, has created an underworld above ground. Stock market, the economy, all these things, according to how they've been used to enslave people, has kept this ceiling over people's heads that say, I have to live this certain kind of life. I can't really pursue luxury. I can't have the best that the world has to offer because I have to work this certain kind of job and make this certain kind of money to put food on the table for myself and the rest of my family. And that shit sucks because the 1% of the people in this country have the same amount of money as 95% of the people in this country. America is the biggest criminal, the biggest culprit of said capitalism, without question. And so the best way to counteract that kind of thing, and Sandy and I were talking about this earlier about ego-centered thinking and probing, and inevitably a type of recoiling, revelation, or destruction, chaos to take place so that revolution and newness could take form here in the world. And so...
Well, actually, it was beyond that. It was that re-welcoming of the spiritual value,
exactly right.
of the
exactly
sacredness,
right.
of
right.
the mystery, of the...
Yes, indeed. And so... with those being identical, I'd say, you know, with one and the same happening simultaneously, because that's what happens in that moment. It's like orgasm. The world becomes new, and we are able to express our creative talents without bounds. But currently, the system does not allow us to express our creative talents without bounds. There are things that get in the way, like survival, that way of thinking. We are not here to survive, we're here to flourish. It's that simple. Survival is a misnomer. When you were born, you were able to breathe. That's enough to survive, actually. You know, all the stuff that people think sustain their livelihood, when you're put in a place of poverty or, what's the word? Damn it. It starts with
deprivation?
Yes, thank you. Or deprivation, then you'll know that your spirit will carry you beyond what your physical needs are, and that creates a new threshold for what you're able to withstand, but not necessarily want to endure. And the willpower that comes with not wanting to endure something, such as deprivation or poverty, can, in this capitalistic world, bring you to a place of abundance, but that abundance ought not be clouded by the luxurious things that are accompanied with that, and your sense of modesty and reverence and service as a ruler in this place should maintain no matter what your circumstances, whether you have no money or all the money in the world, because that way, and if people thought about that way, we'd be in different circumstances now. The people who are greedy, who keep the money, would no longer be greedy, and the money would be dispersed in a fashion that would allow people to live their lives according to their destiny. But destiny is being blocked, so to speak, according to the capabilities of people's souls, because in many ways, their financial circumstances can get in the way of them being truly happy, which is following their heart. Now, unfortunately, the reason why people do not follow their heart, and that I think happens increasingly into adulthood until maybe your 20s or your 30s, when you wake up and you're like, I don't want to do this program shit anymore. I'm going to follow my own heart. As a result of the education system, you know, where we're taught the man's history, the his story, instead of the her story, you know, which has everything to do with our connection with the land. The Native Americans understood that. The Cro-Magnon Europeans understood that. The Celtic Druids, the Commetans, they understood that, you know. And these are things that led, well, unfortunately, there was a turnover from people being, I would say, leavers, and then they became takers. And leavers knew how to live on the world, or on the surface of the earth, in a harmonious fashion without doing things to harm Mother Earth. You know, all the digging and the using of the precious metals and resources to, you know, ensure transportation and heating and gas and all those kind of things. All those kind of things are a result of a very awry process that has taken place as a result of patriarchy existing here on this planet for about 10,000 years. It's only 10,000 years, it hasn't been that long. And before that, we had what are called matrifocal civilizations, where, not to be used as synonymous with patriarchy, it wasn't just that women were the heads of households, but they looked at the world a lot differently. They didn't seek to dominate this place. They sought to create a communal commonwealth rather than take over territories. And I would say that at a certain point, since this is all taking place in the grand story that is, you know, our experience here on planet Earth, there has to be some point of reconciliation. There has to be some integration. There has to be some awakening as to how we use all of these grandiose expressions to our benefit, in conjunction with the health of the planet and the health of the angelic human race on this planet well into our future.
Cheers.
All that from Persephone, goddess of the underworld. She speaks.